All right, hi there. So today I'm going to be teaching you a little bit about the boundaries of family life education. And there researchers have tried to figure out where there's a line between family life education and family therapy, and they're still trying to work toward that and the differences between it. So I'm going to start off with listing off the 10 family life education content areas that we as educators can talk about, have classes, and have programs for. So the first one is families and individuals in societal context. Second one is internal dynamics of families. 3, human growth and development across the lifespan. 4, human sexuality. 5, interpersonal relationships. 6, parenting education and guidance. 7, family resource management. 8, family law and public policy. 9, professional ethics and practice. 10, family life education methodology. Sorry. So some of the different roles between family life educators and family therapy is that we help build relationships, we help build knowledge and skills, whereas family therapy helps families repair relationships and functioning. So we're more about getting those skills and knowledge out there into the world so that they can apply it to their lives. And I'll talk about this in just a little bit about how it works. But whereas family therapy is more working closely with those relationships and how to repair them after something has gone wrong. We as family life educators also deal with more of a present and future, whereas family therapy is dealing more with the past, and as well as the present, but has more of the past in there. So, such as like mental illness or problems or choices in the past that have caused conflict and that need repair now. So for the when, the timing of family life educators versus family life or family therapy, sorry. So we help with the primary and secondary prevention, which is like I was talking about, the present and the future, and whereas family therapy is more secondary and tertiary prevention. And then there's actually a third one, which is family case management, and that is just tertiary prevention. So just to help you understand primary, secondary, and tertiary. So primary is to help protect the healthy people and relationships from experiencing harm before it happens. So it's more preventative. Secondary prevention is once the problems have already occurred. So it's after the problems, conflicts, and serious risks, they've been identified. But it's not to a point where you're in a lot of trouble yet. And then the tertiary is helping you focus managing more complicated, chronic, and or long-term problems, and to help repair that damage. So primary is preventing harm. Secondary is right as you've identified the problems, and tertiary is after this has been going on for a while and trying to repair the damage that has been done already. So going into this, there are 5 levels of family involvement for family educators, and it's a scale 1 through 5, and each level gets a little bit more information and technique, I guess. Level 1 and level 5 are not really in the realm of family life education as much. So level 1 is minimal emphasis on family. So we don't really do this as educators, family life educators, but this is more for practical or legal reasons. You know, if something is going on with the family with a child, or and something is found out, that they're able to maybe take a class for legal reasons to help get them through certain things. So level 2 is information and advice. So I describe this more as like my college classes that I take. So I'm getting all this information and trying to apply it to my life, but it's mostly like information. Like I read 2 books and compare the 2, like in my parenting class, and try to take advice from both of them and see what I want to use in my own life. And is less interactive. It's more you're sitting in a classroom and you're just learning about all that you can. The third level is feelings and support. And this is more in a group setting, and this is more of the level where us as family life educators are going to be. And this incorporates just the normative stresses of life. So we're able to talk in a group, this, an example of this is what we're doing right now as practicum students, as we teach one-on-one even, but also in groups, about the normal stresses of life, everyday life, and we're doing it. And like I said earlier, we're focusing on the present and the future, so problems that they're having now, and which is great. Level 4 is called Brief Focused Intervention. This is the most intensive level, and this one is where it gets a little iffy about where the line is crossed for family life education and family therapy. So this is working with more family special needs and high-risk situations, such as mental illness, a disabled child, or child protective services. And there was some information that I found about how that you need to spend time in level 3 before moving to level 4. So you need to be able to talk to family life educators maybe before you go into family therapy. And I know we have a great program where we have those referrals that we can give to a family therapist, or even vice versa, where a family therapist can refer a family life education program to a participant. And so there's so much importance to each level. Another thing about level 4 is that it's only dealing with parenting and not so much like marital functioning or psychological disorders. So it's less of with parenting. So with parenting, like I said earlier, with the family special needs, so if you have like a disabled child, that's with parenting. Child protective services, that's with parenting. Mental illness, that's like more if you have a child with mental illness and that kind of thing, and disability. So, and then, we don't want to deal with too much relationships or personal mental disorders such as depression or ADD or any those types of things. Whereas you need the physical help from a family therapist for those kinds of things. And the last level is family therapy. So this is the level just for family therapy. And this is dealing with the management of intense personal distress or interpersonal conflict. And just like I said, you have personal distress, so you're having marital problems or interpersonal conflict of, psychological conflict. So those are the 5 levels, and the levels are so important as you work your way up. You first need to have that information, and then having that support and learning those feelings and how to work through them, etc. So yeah, family life education is so great and helpful in our communities. That's it.